Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, thanks for coming back. So today, I am creating two looks with the Gourmande Girls and Doodles by the Bunny palette, Spooked. Anything that is Halloween themed, spooky themed, I'm here for it. And so when I saw this being sneak peeked, I was very interested in picking up the palette, and Gourmande Girls did kindly send this to me in PR. I am so grateful, and I'm so excited to show you the looks that I created. Get excited. They're good. Well, you're looking at look number 2 right now. The palette is just full of bright colors, but also neutrals. You get that dark, smoky, spooky look, but you also have fun, bright pops of color as well. I think this palette is so well done. It's spooky, but it's different than what you would automatically think of when you think of Halloween or spooky season. It's really well-rounded. This palette has 6 shimmers and 8 mattes, which for me, I personally like when there's more mattes to shimmers. So this is a good ratio for me. The palette does launch on Monday, September 26th at 3 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. UK time. This was in collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny, and if you don't know who Doodles by the Bunny is, you absolutely should. I will link her Instagram down below because she does beautiful mock-ups of palettes that she creates in her mind and draws them out, and they're so gorgeous, so creative. Like, she's so creative. So obviously this was one that she had designed. This says it is designed in the UK by Doodles by the Bunny. Gourmande Girls is a vegan and cruelty-free brand, and they are based out of Texas. I don't see pricing for this palette. If I do find pricing before I post this video, I will put it up on the screen and in the description box. Let's get to it. If you enjoyed this video while you're watching it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoy makeup content, I would definitely suggest considering subscribing to my channel. Let's go to look number 1. I'm so excited to be doing a first look with the Spooked palette. I'm excited. Usually with my multiple looks videos, I really like to do a more neutral leaning look, just because I love when I can get a neutral look from a palette that, even though it looks super colorful, I definitely see some options for a more neutral look in this, which I am a neutral girl, okay? I love me a neutral look. So if I can get a neutral look out of a palette, I'm happy with that. I have not even swatched these, but I have seen lots of swatches online and it looks glorious. So I'm very excited to be playing with this. You know, I have to go in with this orange. So this is the shade Haunted. I'm gonna start with that. And I'm gonna just place this in the crease area. I've already primed my eyes, by the way, with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, as per usual. Okay, that made for a really nice transition color. All right, I love it. Next up, I'm gonna go for a more tapered blending brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Spellbook, which is this matte dark brown. I'm gonna place this in my outer corner as well as my crease. All right, that was really easy to use, and typically I don't do my base makeup first before I do my eyes because I'm usually scared I'm going to get a lot of fallout, but those 2 matte shades gave me no fallout at all whatsoever. I've got none underneath my eyes. They aren't like super powdery. There's not hardly any kick up in the pan at all. In fact, it looks like I didn't even use the shades. They look brand new, so that's really nice. I'm gonna take the smaller end of this Anastasia brush and I'm gonna go into just a little titch of the black, and that is called Spooky. And I'm just gonna place this right on my outer V, just to deepen it up a little bit. That's very pigmented. I barely touched the pan and quite a lot of that black came up. I'm gonna go back in with the dark brown called Spellbook and just go over that black a little bit to blend it. I'm gonna take the NYX Glitter Primer as per usual. I'm gonna place that all over my lid. Trying to decide if I want to use Spirit or Trick or both. Oh, Spirit looks gorgeous. Trick is a duochrome. Wow, multi-chrome actually. It looks like 3 different shades. Whoa. Look at those shades. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna start with Trick, the darker one. That has such a cool shift to it. I'm gonna start with that one and maybe I'll layer Spirit over it or in the inner corner or something. So I just have Trick, this one over here on my finger. I'm gonna start by putting this all over my lid. Whoa, look at that. Wow. That is a gorgeous shade. It's like green, gold, and like copper. I don't know. Wow, it's beautiful. Wow. All right, let's do the lower lash line. While we're here, we might as well. I'm basically gonna repeat what I did on the upper lash line with the mattes. So I'm gonna first start with this tiny little brush with the shade Spellbook, that brown. I'm gonna push this close to my lash line. I'm gonna take a little bit more of a fluffier brush. I'm gonna go back into that orange called Haunted, and I'm going to run that on my lower lash line underneath that brown. All right, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm going to put on liner, lashes, a lip color, and I will come back to show you the final look. All right, I am back. I put on some Ardell Wispies. In the waterline, I put on this ColourPop brown liner, which the writing is completely worn off because I've had it for so long, but it's the brown one from the Raw Beauty Christie collection. They don't sell it anymore anyway. And then on my lips, I am wearing the KKW Beauty Nude 1 lip liner, also not available anymore, really unfortunate. I am also wearing the Juvia's Place lipstick in the shade Me, gorgeous like warm nude. And I've topped it with the NYX This Is Milky Gloss in the shade Milk and Honey. Everything else that's on my face will be listed in the description box below if you are curious. I love it. I have not put on an inner corner highlight yet. I think I'm going to use that other shimmer shade that I didn't use yet called Spirit. I also love that there is a matte white because I will use that as an inner corner highlight at all times, but I just wanted to try this particular shade, and I am going to apply it with a brush, which I didn't do with the last shimmer shade, just to see like how it picks up with a brush. So I'm gonna go in with this flat brush just right into the shade. I'm not going to spray it or anything. I just want to see what happens. It is a little more of a flakier shade, so probably should spray it, but let's see. Really pretty. I'll do the same thing over here. I'm gonna spray the brush. I just have this random Wet n Wild setting spray. So pretty. So this is look number 1. What do you think? I love it. I love the lid shade. It's such a strong shift. I don't know if you can see it, but looking in the mirror, it's like very green to rose gold. And the shimmer was a very unique texture. It is really sparkly, really shifty, but it is more of like a slick, smooth type of feeling, especially when I applied it with my finger. It's not really piecey or textured necessarily, so it doesn't enhance like texture on my lids. It was just very easy to apply. Really beautiful shade. And the mattes were good. Like I said, no fallout. Easy to use, more of the like buildable side, especially that dark brown wasn't super pigmented. The black was very, very pigmented, but I am so excited to create more looks with this palette. So you're gonna go on and see look number 2 right now. I did not get very much sleep last night, so that's why we got these on today. All right, so now we're gonna go on to look number 2 with the Spooked palette. I'm super excited. I wanna get into this green. Like that is the highlight, I think, of today's look. So we're gonna get right started. I am not gonna waste any time. I hope that these stay on my eyes. I just picked up these Patchology Flash Patch, that's hard to say, Flash Patch Rejuvenating Eye Gels from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. Usually I use the Peter Thomas Roth ones and they stay really well, but they're very expensive. And these ones were on sale, so that's not what this video is about, so we're gonna move on. So I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Scream over here, this like grungy olive green, and I'm going to use this as my transition shade. My eyes are primed with the Rare Beauty Eye Primer, by the way. That's a really fun, different color. I really love that. All right, I'm gonna take a smaller blending brush. I'm actually gonna go into the shade Spellbook, that brown that we used in the last look. And I'm going to put this through the crease as well, just slightly lower. All right, I'm actually gonna deepen it up with this like purple color called Fright. I'm gonna place this on my outer corner, maybe a little into the crease, but keeping it pretty much low and in the outer corner. Okay, I'm gonna take the NYX Glitter Primer. I'm gonna place that all over my lid. And I'm gonna go in with Apple Bob, that green, very excited. Looks super opaque. Ooh, wow. That's really a fun color. And then just for fun, because I'm curious, I want to take the shade Pumpkin, which looks like a gorgeous multi-chrome. I'm just gonna like tap it over the green. I don't want like full opacity from this, but I do want kind of that sparkle and that little shine. Yeah, that's really nice. That's super pretty. That added just that little bit of sparkle that I needed. Okay, I'm going to go put on liner, lashes, the rest of my makeup, and then we're gonna come back and do the lower lash line together because I have plans for it. Okay, so I am back. I have not put on lashes yet, obviously, but I finished up the rest of my makeup. All the rest of my makeup that I'm wearing on my face, I will link down in the description box if you're wondering. We're just gonna get right to the lower lash line. I'm thinking I wanna do something purple for the lower lash line. So I'm actually gonna start with Cauldron over here, this kind of brighter purple. And I'm gonna take a really small flat definer brush and I'm going to push this close to my lower lash line. I'm gonna take a really small pencil brush with no product and I'm just gonna smudge out that purple. I'm gonna take a really small fluffy brush. I'm gonna take the tiniest bit of Spellbook, that brown, just the tiniest bit, and just run that underneath the purple. I'm gonna go back to that flat definer brush, and I'm going to take the shade Treat, this shimmery purple, and I'm going to put it on the brush. I'm gonna spray it, because it's very chunky. Just have a random Wet n Wild setting spray. And I'm gonna put this on my lower lash line, but concentrate it more on the inner part. Oh, it's so pretty. But that shade did give me a little bit of fallout just because it's a chunkier shade. I think like over a glitter primer or something, it would be totally fine. And I put a little too much on the brush, so it kind of just rained down onto my face. But I was able to wipe it away and I'm doing just fine. I was hoping I had a pencil liner that would match this purple in my waterline, and I don't. So I'm just gonna do black. This one is from Marc Jacobs, rest in peace. And then I have this Rock and Roll Beauty brush, and I'm gonna go into the matte white called Ghoul for my inner corner highlight. Okay, now I'm gonna go put on lashes. I'm gonna go do my hair, make a little transformation, and then I will come back to show you the finished look. All right, so this is the final look number 2. I put on the iconic light lashes from House of Lashes. What do you think? I think it's really fun. I love the pop of green, and the purple on the lower lash line looks really beautiful. So I like it. It's kind of fun and different for me, but I'm feeling a little spooky. So let me give you kind of my first and second impression on the palette. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The quality of the shadows is really, really good. The mattes were really easy to use. That in between, like not super pigmented where they're hard to blend, but not so buildable that you need to build them up and up and up. But they are that just right in the middle, which is like my personal favorite. So I really enjoyed the mattes. I love that the mattes go from very light to very deep and you get a variety of different colors. So love that. There's a white and a black, love that. The black is so black and the white is really nice for an inner corner highlight. The shimmers in this are really beautiful. Some of them are more smooth, some of them are more textured. So I like that there's different formulas. You get a couple of different types of shimmers in here, so that's really nice. And I like that it can go neutral, but also colorful. Those are also my favorite types of palettes. So I love the packaging, I love the theming. I'm really happy with this palette. So I'm excited to continue to use it, create more looks, but you'll have to let me know which look was your favorite out of the 2 that I did. And are you interested in this palette? Did you pick it up? Have you tried Gourmande Girls before? This is my first time trying and I really enjoyed the palette. It's getting me excited for fall, I have to say. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, both beauty and fashion videos, and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.